Students, in today's video we will study what is waterfall model in software engineering and what are its advantages and disadvantages with respect to other models in the software engineering. So first of all, let's understand what is waterfall model. As the name suggests, waterfall model is the first process model introduced, and it is a sequential step one by one. As the waterfall from hill, it step by step. Similarly, in waterfall model, once each phase must be completed before proceeding to the next phase, and there is no overlapping in the phases. The waterfall model is the earliest software develop SDLC approach, software development life cycle approach, and that was used for software development. In waterfall model, whole process of software development is divided into separate phases. The outcome of one phase act as the input for the next phase sequentially. This means that any phase in the development process begins only if the previous phase is complete. So waterfall model is a sequential design process in which progress is seen as flowing steadily downward as the water falls from hill to downward. These are the main steps involved in the waterfall model. These are total 6 steps. First is requirement, system design, then implementation, then verification, and then maintenance. In this, it has been categorized in basically 5 parts. So first of all, we understand what are the requirements for software, and requirement documents are being prepared, and based on these requirement document, use cases are prepared. And after preparing the requirement documents, design phase starts. Only after completion of this requirement phase, these inputs will come to the design phase, and these input will be given to the design phase. Design phase will start. In the design phase, software architecture as well the map of the stakeholders, who are the stakeholders and which stakeholders to play which role, everything will be decided in the design phase. And the inputs to the design phase will be fed to the implementation phase. Construct the software, in which we are constructing the software, data storage and retrieval procedure, how we will store the data and how we will retrieve the data. After completion of implementation phase, the inputs to implementation phase, outcome of implementation phase comes as input to the verification phase, in which the software is basically installed and test and debug for the issues and problems. So in verification, basically all type of testings are done to find out if there is any error in the system, and finally for error proofing. And after that verification, the maintenance phase starts. Check errors and optimize the capabilities. So what are the advantages of a waterfall model? Waterfall model is having advantage that it allow departmentalization and control. Means a schedule can be set up with deadlines or easy every stage of development, and a product can proceed through the development process model phase one by one. Next, waterfall model progress through easily understandable and explainable phases. so it is very easy to use. Next is that waterfall model is very easy to manage due to the rigidity of the model. Each phase has a desirable specific deliverables and a review process is there and progress can be easily calculated. In this model, phases are processed and completed one at a time and they don't overlap. Waterfall model works very well for small projects where requirements are very well understood. Now, what are the disadvantages of waterfall model? It is difficult to estimate time and cost for each phase of the development process in waterfall model. Once an application is in testing phase, it is very difficult to go back and change something that was not well thought of in the concept phase. It is not a good model for complex and object-oriented projects. It is not suitable for the projects where requirements are at a moderate to high risk of changing. Means the requirements may change in future also in the implementation phase and before actual execution implementation of the software. So in those projects, waterfall model is not a good model. Now, what are the issues that when to use this waterfall model? Waterfall model should be used when requirements are very well known in advance, clear and crisp requirements are there, and these requirements are not supposed to change in future. Product definition is very stable. Technology is very well understood. There are no ambiguous requirements. Ample resources with required expertise are available freely. The project is very short. Means when the project is very short duration and the requirements are very well available, very well understand. In this type of projects, we can use waterfall model. Now friends, I have provided all the topics of software engineering in English. So who like my video, please like the video and subscribe my channel. And I have prepared the playlist on other computer science subjects like data structure, DBMS, operating system. But these other playlists are in Hindi only. So to view those playlists or to view other videos of software engineering, please click on the description box links given.